Hey folks, this is Vint with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly review Geneforge 1 Mutagen. This is a game that you can find on Steam for about 20 bucks. If you like what you see here, you can buy the game for 15% off before March 3rd, 2021. So, what is Geneforge 1 Mutagen? Well, apparently, there is a long line of Geneforge games made by Spiderweb Software, and this is their latest creation. I myself have never played those earlier styled games. This is a RPG of sorts. Like, it's real time as you walk around, and then whenever you get into combat, it'll switch to this turn-based grid where each character that you have has action points. Now, you take on the role of this powerful creature. Well, there's actually three different people that you can be whenever you first start this game. And one can be focused on combat, one can be focused on monster creation, and then the other one is more magic oriented. Well, the primary goal of this game, and I think the primary crux of it, is you're going to be able to create these creatures that will fight for you. They're called Frias, I think. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. But Fiora, whatever. So basically, you'll be able to create these monsters that will have varying stats, levels, abilities, and you can actually customize what those abilities and levels are. But the more powerful that you make them, the more essence you have to consume in order to create it. You've got this, one of your attributes is essence, and think of it as like a mana pool of sorts, like in Diablo or other RPGs, where if you have an active status effect, and it might consume your max mana up to a certain point because you have that spell active. Well, it's kind of similar here. The more powerful the monsters you have under your employ, the lower your essence is going to be, your max essence. And you'll need your essence to cast other spells or what have you. You can go back to a friendly town to heal back up to your maximum essence. Again, it's basically based on how many monsters you currently have in your party. But in the very beginning of the game, you'll be able to create these fire-breathing Velociraptor type creatures. But over time, you'll be able to create other things as well. Like there's roamers, dryax, or claw bugs, artillas, glach. It sounds Klingon. But there's different, there's various lizards and other things that you'll be able to create. And again, whenever you create them, you'll be able to customize their skills somewhat before creating them. Although these creatures do have a control level. So I think the stronger that you make them that exceed your level, there's more of a chance that they will go rogue and attack you. So there's something to be said for being in control of what you have and creating a team that is ideal. Yes, you could create a team of, say, 3 or 4 of these things that, might all be weak, but hey, you've got 4 fire-breathing Velociraptors under your control. And then, or you can go a different route with it and create one ultra-powerful one that's really good, or maybe 2 or 3 and have a nice healthy mix. It's completely up to you on how you want to do that, and that's what this game allows you to do. And I think that's what drove me to play it, was the different combinations of monsters that you can create. The downside is that, well, first of all, the art and graphics are just abysmal for 2021. I've recently gotten back into Skyrim, and then I play this. Now, I know Skyrim is first-person RPG, it's real-time, and then you go to, it's beautiful to look at, and it's, 10 plus years old. Then you go and play something like this, and the art looks like it was done in the 1990s. And in fact, I think the original game was 1981, something like that. So it's an early, well, maybe it's more 2000-ish. But anyway, my point stands is that the graphics in this game are just really abysmal to look at. And for today's day and age, when you've got a game like Skyrim that is better than it in every single way, it bothers me. Maybe it's nostalgia. Maybe maybe the folks that have grown up with this particular Geneforge series might appreciate it because of the nostalgia. But anyone else coming into this, at least me, is going to be like, ugh, this is it? This is the best we can do in 2021? I mean, Divinity Original Sin has, this top-down isometric RPG look to it, and it looks a lot nicer than this. So, why is the art style this way? Is it because the developers wanted to maintain that nostalgia? I don't know. It's just something I couldn't really get into. The Velociraptor slash monster mechanics weren't enough to keep me hooked and to keep me playing this, I'm sorry to say. Now, it is an RPG and your character does level up over time. You've got primary attributes like strength, intelligence, agility, endurance, fine, combat skills, magic skills, shaping skills, and that's how you create your monsters. General skills like leadership and stealth and mechanics. In fact, you can level your leadership skill, and that acts like charisma, so you can get past certain checks. You'll be able to talk to people, accept quests, or it'll enable certain dialogue options that will get you through situations without having to fight. So I like that, but as cool as that is, it's like that's been done before, okay? It's been done in plenty of other RPGs. Again, Divinity Original Sin 1 and 2. You have Skyrim, Oblivion, the entire Elder Scrolls series. And I know it's a different style of game, first person versus top-down isometric, but again, Diablo 1, 2, and 3, like, the gameplay is just a lot more smooth. And going into this, it's like, again, I just don't care. It's just not, it didn't grab me. Not when there's so many other choices out there. So again, would I recommend this? Only to those that have played the original games and loved it so much that they want a nostalgia trip. I can't, maybe I'm being too harsh, but there are plenty of other games out there that look nicer and have more depth. Combat in this game is just very samey. You've got a number of action points. You and your monsters and the enemies take turns. And you're just clicking and killing enemies. And I don't know, it's just repetitive. At least, I've been playing it for a while and it's the same thing over and over and over again. So, yeah, I'm sorry it didn't grab me. It didn't really appeal to me at all. Not when I'm playing Skyrim and then I come to this. I'm like, ugh. I can summon creatures in Skyrim. I can be a necromancer in Skyrim if I really want to. And I've got way more options available there than here. And inventory management, clicking G to activate the ground, then I have to drag and drop items. No. So, I'm sorry to say it, I really don't recommend this one. It's just not for me. But, hey, if you've played the original games and you like a story-rich environment, then by all means check this out. But other than that, I say there's other games out there that would scratch that itch better than this one will. If you guys haven't already, subscribed to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I'm going to publish. This is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.